Smoke Odyssey.
What's that? Damn right. Let's get high. That's all we do. Tell 'em.
Hey, hey. Roll up.
Light up.
Roll up another one.
Another one.
Who got a light? Kush satisfy my appetite.
Yes.
Still champagne sipping. My campaign chillin'. Smoking till my head starts spinning. Windows up in the lack. Twisting up that purple leaf. I'm high, that's a fact. Eyes looking burgundy. Mary Jane, I will never leave. Shit, you probably be the death of me. Sheesh, y'all call it weed, I call it Adam and Eve. It comes from a garden, it started from a tree. Fuck a detox, I'm a OD. Smoking till I see doubles. Chronic coming out my pores beat. Plus it's more in store, and it feels like I ain't walking on the floor. Blood's burning slow, got some more fire. Put it in the air, get your lighters.
It is ironic, right? It's like it's all a nigga wanna do nowadays, man. Get high, make music, fuck a bitch. Hey, Rock, we gotta finish this half an ounce for the night over, nigga.
Nothing else for me to really do but get high. Time's getting hard, so I'm smoking just to get by. Came to the studio, shit on my mind, but like niggas probably understand in time, but keep it in mind. Nigga got 5 on the dime. Ain't having these quality time. Gotta hop up in the session before I hop up in the session for real. You're stressed about the bills while I'm missing the meal. So I light another spliff and get chill. Kinda relax. Know it's better days, but I feel like I'm a relapse. On my weed token, say death to non-smokers. Say the small roaches might help your mind focus. All I need is me and my bitch. Not a gun or a clip. Mary Jane, she keeping your boy sane. Lungs feel incredible. Floating like an astronaut. High as I wanna be. Cruising like I left the shop.
Oh me, I've been working on my green thumb. On the set I grew that. Yeah, nigga. Big buds, little buds, I got 'em, I'ma gag. Throw up and roll that shake at the bottom of the bag. THC, let 'em 3 letters, I'm a hype. It burns slow in a swisher, tastes better in a pipe. My uncle taught me to grow, Lord bless him kindly. As I baptized the babies in the SM90. Only killer though, I live life stress free. To a gorilla, ain't nothing like a fresh tree. Full of leaves, they help him catch bombsies. And had the homies walking around like zombies. I don't beat around the bush, I spit blunt raps. And twist the whole zipper cush up in blunt raps. For the munchies, need more than some cereal. Ironically, I roll the Jordans on Imperial. They tell me quit, but that's a tough task. My ass in rehab, talking about puff pass. Yeah, let me get that bacon cheeseburger with the fried egg on it. Some chili cheese fries and a cherry slush. I'll make that motherfucker like cherry lemonade and mix my shit. That shit bomb with a motherfucker. Hit that, nigga.
I think I love you. I know I love you. I'm glad I found you. I think I love you. I'm glad I found you, baby. I think I love you. I know I love you. I'm glad I found you. I think I love you. I'm glad I found you, baby. I think I love you. I know I love you. I'm glad I found you. I think I love you. I'm glad I found you, baby.
If it ain't love, somebody please explain why Miss Jane the only thing that can ease my pain. I need some peace of mind. She frees my brain. Hold the smoke till I choke and it frees my brain. With the green, I maintain my cheese exchange. I serve these trees like keys and cane. Moon rockin' Bubba be the bomb. Oh, geez, insane. Can't refrain from them seedless strings. Feeling like this can't be love, but then it must be. Been high as fuck every time the police bust me. Every time I walked in the court in church house. Below 7 grams right before I work out. My bud heads know just what I'm talking about. Kool-Aid and Calypso, trying to kill the cottonmouth. Dewey off the Louis, I be carried away in LA. I be on that Mary J every day.
I think I love you. I know I love you. I'm glad I found you. I think I love you. I'm glad I found
a dream. Doing my thing, sipping his heen, smoking his green, trying to come up, stacking the buck, hoping and wishing, for a little bit of luck, raising myself, no food on the shelf, trying to survive, without no help, where I reside, the cards is dealt, gotta be a shark, not no smell, every minute of my life, every day that pass, in the middle of the night, Lucifer harass, cause I'm living fast, trying to have my cash, expired tags, pushing back, reading the Bible, the King James Version, trying to recite them, cause I'm urban, thumper it up, 30 slugs, some people hate me, some people show me love,
I love you. I love you. I'm glad I found you. I love you. I'm glad I found you, baby. I love you. I love you. I'm glad I found you. I love you. I'm glad I found you, baby.
Neighborhood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie Cook-Up Boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
It's Spider Low.
Spider Low,
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, wake and bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
I can't think without a whole zone. It's almost gone, but don't think about the ozone. I ain't ate all day, but I'm so blown. Tell the DJ to throw on a slow song. My life is what the po-po press for. South Central is so stressful. In the city of the bombest herbs. The only way to loc know the calmest nerves. Females say I'm a conceited nothing. No good, only call when in need of something. It's a thin line between the love and the lust. Should never have young cuz in the cuffs. Gotta be cool with them first advances. Working in these uncertain circumstances. Fake ballin' had you broke with a buzz. Pump your brakes, come smoke one with us. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come smoke one with us. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come smoke one with us. I get high as the heights that I'm reaching to. Put a few in the air for Big Meech and Blue. Grind hard through the middle of the night. Shit, I might see a little of the light. I never sleep, barely get some rest. I swallow my blood before I hit some stress. Roscoe's on the east, a hit to west for jacks. Pockets fat, I just hit for racks. Yeah, that's where I can get some clothes at too. It's already 1 and it closed at 2. Fast lane, ballin' out, racing the range.
gangbanger, all about chasing the change. I'm icy, judge and the jury ain't trying to see the judge and the jury. Eastie represent the ENS, but I still Baymac like BMF. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come on. Come smoke one with us. Come on. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all.
Come smoke one with us. Listen, come smoke. Hey, look. Get money every day like it's no thing. Buy a zone of that cushion, smoke the whole thing. Rolled up deuces, carry 4-5. Off a half a gram of kush, but we so high. South Central where they murder with no alibi. Do walk-ups and don't respect drive-bys. We some young killers, still some fly guys. Neighborhood near Puzzle and SPI. Rich roller coaster cribbing, that's our lifestyle. And that explains why my neck and wrist iced out. Smoke big blunts, ride luxury. A nigga beat his bitch up cause she was fucking me. And then I beat the pussy up and told her it'll be alright, just tell me every time he mention me. Yeah, and that's just how it's meant to be. It's an in-hood thing, Slauson after century.
And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come smoke one with us. Come on. Come smoke one with us. Come on. And we can get high, y'all. Never know when we gon' die, y'all. Come on. Come smoke one with us. Come on, come on. Come smoke one with us.
Come on, come on. Come on, come on.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang ain't here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up, politic, and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty, no mistake in the station. They making them statements, we waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway, BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box, we never put feelings over facts. Pay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gon' start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules.
church press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google.
DJ Keyway in the Black Box. AKA Late Machiavelli.
Google gang.
On my mama. It's the Google gang function. Go get it in like this. You digitalize. Blue Spurt, Winky Low, that Mafia light.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a ball. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh yeah.
Stuff a marathon OG and the Russian cream. Whole team counting thousands, it was just a dream. Big blunts to the neck, get me high quick. In the trap, watching shotters on the 5-stick. 4K, 60-something on the inside. Pastrami and chili on the French fries. Piecing up for the homies on the inside. Evil East side, in hood, could've been died. Liberated, cause the paid lawyer litigated. Mitigated, keep the cognac refrigerated. Getting faded in the 5-star, niggas hate it. Last time I demonstrated it was nickel plated. He ain't had no win against the 4 fin. Just went on one, and I'm down to go again. But then, I'd rather sip tequila. Kick my feet up, turn the beat up, never put my heat up on E.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up. Oh
Big
yeah.
M's on a baseball cap, I'm from the Mac. Styrofoam cup full of Remy Martin, all cognac, no chase. I used to duct tape the 38. Riders hanging out where it ain't safe on a Tuesday. Patron bottles, Magnum hollers, we get it in. Active like every day, not only on the weekend. Baby say she can't swim, just put your feet in. Take a shot of this tequila and stay away from the deep end. But death though, I'm too deep in. Mafia, on that BS, Blue Smurf and Baby Spotter. Gold rag around my neck or in my pocket, can't give it up. Blam on me in the function, wish I would put it up. Got me turned up, thinking about the old days. Homie and op, remember all my head up fast. But then, I'd rather chill and kick my feet up. Mafias and ECs, the real riders link up.
I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. I'm thinking it's a Friday, but it's really only Tuesday. Sipping tequila, kicking my feet up, turning my feet up. Oh yeah. Banging me some OJs, thinking about the old days. Kicking my feet up just like a boss do. Yeah. I'm thinking
Fabulous Fly Friday. Regardless of all the horrible, deplorable things going around in the world, it still is a beautiful blessing to be alive, breathing well, sane, and we always like to celebrate that here in the Black Box. So we remind ourselves to love life on a consistent basis. The word of the day is rapport. I was so shocked to see this definition. I'm looking at it, report. That thing said, when I read the definition, I looked at the definition before I looked at the enunciation. And I started reading. I'm like, huh? Oh, that's how you say rapport? That's how you spell rapport? I've used that word so many times in my life. And knowing exactly, well, not exactly what it meant, but I knew how to use it in context. And, but a friendly, harmonious relationship, especially a relationship characterized by agreement, mutual understanding, or empathy that makes communication possible or easy. I was always aware of that definition, but had I ever attempted, and if I ever have in the past attempted to write this word down, I can guarantee you I would have not, or I did not spell it like that. Rapport. I speak to the Google gang because the Google gang members and myself have a good rapport. Oh, my mama. What's up, Google gang? What it do not? It's a fly day, Friday. Oh, my mama. I don't know how many of y'all follow me on IG. If you don't, you might want to take the time out to go do that right now. Spotted Most Easty, the number 7. One of my most recent posts was this lady right here. A lot of people say what they, hold up. A lot of people got their opinion on if it's real, if it's not. I posted it with the caption, are y'all taking in the vaccine?
Show everybody what my body is going through at all wakening hours of my day. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody online and then my friends and family.
All right. So man, her video like 2 minutes and some change, but she is saying she's going through what she's going through right there based on the fact that she took this vaccine, y'all. So I'm like, I mean, to be honest with you, although I am fully aware it's possible that someone could go on there and fake such a reaction, to keep it a Google, when I first saw her video and heard her testimony, her faking never crossed my mind. Not until I posted it and just questioned. If you go look on my page, all I asked was, y'all taking the vaccine? And I had no idea it was going to spark so much passionate discussion. People really came out to leave their input about that vaccine. But I was shocked to see so many people off top say that she was faking. Like, oh my mama, like, there's millions of people available in this world to make a video. And here we are, we have one person, even if the vaccine is overall in general safe, to have one, instance to see something of this nature would even disqualify a vaccine for being unacceptable, to be honest. To be honest, just probability says that she could have taken that vaccine when she took it. She could have never suffered from such a condition. And after taking that vaccine, she could have suffered something else that was rare, that had nothing to do with the vaccine to cause this reaction. So just for her to be saying, I took the vaccine, I've never gone through this, and now I'm going through this, still doesn't indicate for sure that the vaccine is the cause. So it never really crossed my mind to accuse her of being a liar. But since I shared it on the page and it sparked so much interest, I thought I would share with y'all, kind of like, see what y'all think about it in the chat room. LA is drowning in COVID-19. I'm taking the vaccine. Wow. Well, even to say LA is drowning in COVID-19, that means there are a lot of people that are catching COVID-19 and then they're becoming successfully healthy post having it. They are not taking the vaccine. Why would you be rushing to take a vaccine versus investigating, studying, figuring out those who have been infected and then are no longer infected, that have not taken the vaccine, who seemingly are taking natural remedies? Why wouldn't it be more intelligent to investigate what they're doing and try to mimic that versus rushing to take a vaccine, especially if you're amongst us? And we know the history of America, us, and vaccinations. I don't know. This is not the vaccine didn't just become a controversial word right now. So It's a cold scenario, y'all. I don't know. I just wanted to tap in because I had some extra time I didn't really plan on having. I with the Google gang. Matter of fact, I just put an EP out dedicated to y'all. I think I got the cover right here somewhere. Don't I? Do I? Did I? Damn. What it do? This is, of course, off the Google Gang EP. Tap in and tap out. They be calling me a gangbang rapper. Sometimes I do records like this just to display. It go way deeper than that on my mama. Of course, I can go back and forth with you or let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. It's true. I know I'm probably going to miss you for a minute. I admit it. I never forget you. Had nothing but problems ever since I've been with you. Never caught me cheating. Never have I hit you. But then again, that's a whole nother issue. You ain't really with this, is you? On my mama, 3 verses. Notice how the whole song rhymes, y'all. First verse, rhyme with the second verse, rhyme with the third verse. Got to get that name good. T88 on my mama, good looking. I appreciate you. You came with that. I like that color. Of course, y'all, tap in. Or tap out, it's your choice. Of course, I can go back and forth with you or let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. It's true, I know I'm probably gonna miss you for a minute. I admit it, I'll never forget you. Had nothing but problems ever since I've been with you. Never caught me cheating, never have I hit you. Then again, that's a whole nother issue. You ain't really with this, is you? There's really no need for you and me to disagree. Let's just agree that we see things differently. Feel free to send another text message dissing me. Your mom sure raised a classy one, didn't she? Appreciate everything that you did for me. Give you my thanks, but never my dignity. Thought you said we wasn't doing this, didn't we? The last dude messed you up bad, didn't he? That's why I always seem so distant. See that your character contains no density, decency, or honesty. That's no diggity. Your word is literally never meant diddly. Of course, I can go back and forth with you or let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. It's true, I know I'm probably gonna miss you for a minute. I admit it, I never forget you. Had nothing but problems ever since I've been with you. Never caught me cheating, never have I hit you. Then again, that's a whole nother issue. You ain't really with this, is you? You're just not meant for me. I had this epiphany, not mad, simply feel a little sympathy. Never tit for tat, you can keep the Tiffany's bracelet. Face the music, listen to the symphony. I knew I had to say goodbye to you eventually. Connect with you physically, unsatisfied mentally. Thought the whole situation out extensively. Throughout this relationship, you shown no consistency. 1 minute, it's like you're really into me. Next second, it's like you got it in for me. Every incident, you on Instagram instantly. With friends like you, who needs enemies? Of course, I can go back and forth with you or let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. It's true, I know I'm probably gonna miss you for a minute. I admit it, I'll never forget you. Had nothing but problems ever since I've been with you. Never caught me cheating, never have I hit you. Then again, that's a whole nother issue. You ain't really with this, is you? Misery loves company, that's no mystery. And you way miserable than you wanna admit to be. So I leave you with these memories, good or bad, I know you gon' remember me. I see things others don't tend to see. Like all of those suspect tendencies, multiple personalities trying to belittle me. I'm done identifying with all your identity. Of course, I can go back and forth with you or let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. It's true, I know I'm probably gonna miss you for a minute. I admit it, I'll never forget you. Had nothing but problems ever since I've been with you. Never caught me cheating, never have I hit you. Then again, that's a whole nother issue. You ain't really with this, is you? Of course, I can go back and forth with you or let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. It's true, I know I'm probably gonna miss you for a minute. I admit it, I'll never forget you. Had nothing but problems ever since I've been with you. Never caught me cheating, never have I hit you. Then again, that's a whole nother issue. You ain't really with this, is you? conversation is not that simple, cut and dry. Nothing. The thing about it is once you take it, you're at of risk or vulnerability to any complications that may arise in the future associated with the vaccine. Every time you turn around on your regular mainstream television, you're hearing a commercial saying, if you ever, even Johnson, you talking about Johnson & Johnson, if you took baby powder and you got some kind of cancer for females in their private regions, there's a class action. If you took Zoloft, if you took this drug, if you took that drug, if you took Zantac. From my understanding, vaccines typically take years to develop, and here we got one that's being microwaved. I don't see, even if you are going to take it out of apprehension and nervousness, I don't see where you can cross over to the position of promotion. Even that's why, what you say, what he said on the subject, he said, damn, man, I pinned it. Why you don't just touch that instead of looking for it? County USC and Kaiser is full of COVID-19 patients. My homegirl work at Cedars in Beverly Hills. She said they not taking every patient. Overstood. But what do you believe is the cause of people still coming down with it? Are you suggesting that there are ways of contracting it that they are not sharing with us? Or are you realizing that those that are being extremely careless are finding out the error of their ways? I'm not quite sure. Which I really have realized to the utmost. I have been living in quarantine long before COVID. And I see as people are really having a problem with slowing down to the pace of life that I've been living all along. So it's kind of hard for me to kind of relate to the people who are having a hard time going by the guidelines. The only thing that is abnormal to me is the mask. And I'm not sure how effective these masks are. You know, you got to keep your 6 feet. I'm just been keeping niggas 7 feet away from me. No, that's just on some extras. But on my mama, I don't have an interest in dealing with anything other than the things that are going to benefit my tomorrow. And a lot of that is solo, bolo type of operation anyway. So if it ain't about going to go get some bread or, you know, take care of one of these seeds or do something that's going to satisfy one of my immediate situations, I'm not quite interested in everything else, or really the things that involve other people. Y'all see that BOS, Black Orphan Supply. Shout out to the homie Nina Boy. I just got them in back to back because I was going to wear them. They was fly. They blessed me with some fly gear. I was going to wear them, so I'm like, you seen the other style, the royal blue, in the last episode. We just came with this one back to back. The homie blessed me with these. All I can suggest from this standpoint, I remember the majority of the time we discuss it, a lot of people always want to challenge the validity of the situation, like it's a hoax and it's this and it's that. The numbers are inflated. You see that come out a whole lot. I've always maintained this, and I'm so appreciative of the fact that these conversations have been documented by timestamp and date and video. But I've always maintained the fact that whether that's true or not, there is enough rhetoric going around saying that it is a certain level of dangerous that I cannot determine for myself on a scientific level whether it's true or not, that I'm going to have to defend myself or take precautions toward the edge of the extreme. I'm just going to have to, even if it's bullshit. And we all find out you never had to do this, you never had to do that. Well, guess what? I'm going to be typically over safe, because what fucking experiment are you running to determine scientifically we shouldn't have to do this, we shouldn't have to do that, or we should only do this? I see people throwing this vitamin D word around like vitamin D is the kryptonite to coronavirus. I'm just saying, what experiment have you ran? What hands-on proof can you provide of that versus some other information that you have taken in from another source? That's what people need to do. Human beings need to be personally a lot more responsible for the information that they transfer on as fact. You know, I think even in a pandemic or in a time of crisis, paranoia can be the worst enemy of a people that's trying to figure their way through it. Although there's a big difference on being on high alert and cautious and being paranoid. Oh, my mama, you can let everybody else's input cause paranoia to set in, and then you can't really compute the actual information, facts that you're gathering, and you can't really assess the situation and make a intelligent decision on how you want to react based on the paranoia and all the propaganda that everybody that's unnecessarily being added into the situation. Now, that's what you definitely want to avoid at all costs. Especially when your life is on the line. Because if there's an influx of numbers, you see how much it's been broadcast that this is a dangerous situation. So if the numbers are steadily going up in a spike, it has to be one of two things happening. There must be a very common way of contracting it that is not commonly known, that they're not sharing whether it's not known to them or they're just not letting it be known to us. That has to be the case. Or there has to be a very large amount of people who are going about their daily affairs in total disregard to all the alerts and all the warnings that we're receiving. And I'm more apt to believe that the latter is the case, because you see a lot of instances. I've seen a clip where it was some people like in some swingers. They had cracked up a swinger thing. It was a whole bunch of couples. They had tiles, sheets, beds, different rooms. It was reported they brought 200 people up out that thing. They had some masks on. But if y'all finna get all the way cracking, then the masks ain't finna do nothing. You finna be doing everything else. It's like, I can't believe it. Like, a person would even invite another person to a function these days. Like, if you invite me to a function, I feel like you disrespecting me. And you disrespected yourself. It's like my son. It's like you expect certain things from kids, but adults, I would imagine, would be far more responsible. My son, quarantine, you feel for him, and you try to work with him. And he like, hey, my friends want to meet up at the park and play basketball. And prior to quarantine, it ain't nothing to know for me. All right, let's go. So out of nowhere, he hit me with it. I'm like, man, more so than me telling him no, I'll show him something real recent that I've come across on the subject and let him see for himself. And he like, one of them was my dentist sending me an email saying, please do not go gather for Thanksgiving, things of this nature, such and such, such. I had just got it maybe an hour ago, read it, like, damn. And then when he come ask me about the basketball, I'm like, look, check this out. He like, all right. But then you know how kids are. Yeah, hit you a week later, like, hey, my friends say, can we go? They want to go again. So now I'm like, they going to play. I'm like, dude, where's they parents don't mind them going? I'm like, am I the only parent concerned, my nigga? I'm like, you finna go play basketball, sweat, touch, and breathe. Regardless, I'm like, why do they trust you? I say, you got to be careful. What do these people know about you that they trust you so much that they were ready to comfortable to come be around you? And he thought about it. I hate crushing their shit, but it's like, fuck that. You ain't finna go out on no social situation and catch an L on my watch. If I had to disappoint you and crush your little serotonin or excitement button, that's what I'm gonna do then. That's the asshole father I'm gonna be, because fuck that. Oh, my mama. That's not knocking nobody, but I'm just curious because I know. I hope and pray it wouldn't have went all the way through. I hope and pray that had we got to getting out the car, I don't know if these niggas ain't got to tell nobody they going to the park, or somebody would have just dropped them off. But on my watch, I ain't taking my babies. Hell no, it's going to be a while. It's going to have to be a while because they got new strands coming out talking about it's more it affects the kids. The youth can get them even more. I ain't putting my babies through that. I don't know. Of course, I'm familiar with propaganda. I'm familiar with the concept of big media, pushing narratives and all that. However, you see the message that's penned, and those aren't the only hospitals. They have 0 bed space in Orange County, California. And let y'all know that aren't aware, Orange County is one of the communities in America that were amongst the leaders in wanting to hold on to all their freedoms and not wanting closures as far as businesses, and they were very outspoken and very belligerent in the face of when everyone else was saying you gotta mask up, you gotta social distance, you gotta close down inside businesses. Orange County was amongst the leaders of people saying, F that, we ain't with it. We gonna do what we wanna do. And right now, just number-wise, if you believe any of these numbers, they're suffering amongst the worst as far as numbers. So, I don't know. Just gotta be careful, y'all. Oh, my Bobby. Don't wanna fall victim when there's no need to fall victim. So, if a safe remedy, which seemingly, at this point, is seemingly safe, is to stay away from everybody. Hey, shit. Oh, my mama, we living in a cold time. They say that, China, bird flu and all that, a lot of people, I'm no expert on the subject, but it's been said, I've heard it said that those were acts of war, America toward China. A lot of y'all sleep. Y'all worried about the NFL playoffs, trying to see the Lakers go back-to-back, and not really in tune to a lot of the ramifications of a lot of these headlines that you see going on right now. Oh, mama. I ain't sleep, though. It may have been a time when a nigga was asleep, but I don't know. Like, your taste got to change at some point. So at some point, who could run the fastest, jump the highest, throw the ball the furthest is just not that important. No, mama. It just really don't matter, man. At some point, it's like so motherfucking what?
SP out of the rider, was blinded by the street grinding. Never mind the homework, never had a double up. I hustled up my own work. And to this day, I've been getting it with no help. There's no better feeling than depending on your own self. Money talk, you better listen when that paper speak. Mistake the streets for sweet, white sheets, they play for keeps. A father first, ex-felon trying to feed his seeds. I'm compensated for the fact I chose to keep it G. Stuck to the script all the while watching weenies win. I'm a child of God, but every day I seem to sin. Your reputation be the reason that they shoot you down. Judging from my past, but I'm living in the future now. Dollars addictive, gotta have my daily dose. Multiple hustles, I focus on what pay me most. Fear no man, he grieve like me, he can bleed. But we can leave that beef behind and breathe some peace, I believe.
I'm just preparing for my future life, cause my mama ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, cause I be out to get it, so I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas. I'm just minding up the business. I get it how I live it, so I live it how I get it.
No awards, no mention on the leaderboards. But take me to war, I promise you gon' need the Lord. Worldwide traveler, Los Angeles to Singapore. Sure, I can show her things she never seen before. Bump the horn and knock down the walls of Jericho. We pay them no mind, the laws call us terrible. Delilah had Samson, Eve made Adam fall. I ended up with none, y'all, trying to have them all. I go and get it, ain't with it, trying to wait it out. I laid it out, contemplated it, and weighed it out. Touched $1 million in my trap before I played it out. Faded out before they came and raided. Yep, I made it out. Tell them follow my footsteps, already laid the route. Nothing fake about me, no faith, who are they to doubt? Play me close, I'm supposed to pop that derriere. Promote the peace, but I take my pistol everywhere.
I'm just preparing for my future life. Cause my mama ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, yeah. Cause I be out to get it. So I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas. I'm just lining up the digits. I get it how I live it.
Y'all
so I
seen
live
it.
it how I get it.
Y'all seen it. Seemed like Satan threw everything he had at me. Still standing, ain't understanding how y'all could be mad at me. Patience, push-ups, prayer on a healthy kick. Paint the perfect picture, me rolling, no selfie stick. Basically Baymacking. Bonafide businessman, religion don't define him better than his decisions can. Prodigal prophet, ain't worth half the price. Purchase, paid for after death, it's the afterlife, my future.
I'm just preparing for my future life. Cause my mama ain't living right. So just in case I ain't living this one right, I'll be riding with no ceilings like, yeah. Cause I be out to get it. So I can see me with it. I ain't worried about you niggas. I'm just lining up the digits. I get it how I live it.
On my mama, that's the homie Casham on the hook for 7th Street. Just had blanked out at a quick moment of this being a record that had been done years ago on the set. And then like, I only was really affiliated with the homie for a few months during the period of time when we had made this record. So, you know, it ain't been a record that I had at the top of my unreleased catalog. It's just been in the cut because of the fact that, to be honest, I had wanted to do the record over, didn't have the instrumental, and the producer told me he couldn't find it. Paul Cabin, he had did the beat, got in touch with Cuz, he tried to search for the beat, couldn't find it. I had Kenny McLeod at the Black Hole make it over, didn't have it quite, it was the same thing, but it wasn't the same thing. There's a few words I wanted to change at the end when I say, it's just a few words, just slight shit that y'all probably had never catch, just the perfectionist of an MC that I would have liked to clean up. Even in the beginning when I say never had a double up, I wanted to say never fronted, never been fronted a double up. You know what I'm saying? I done had a double up or two, but I never been fronted one. I always had my own work. You know what I'm saying? So that was the point I was trying to make on that. But putting the EP together, you see the Google Gang EP, very current music. The majority of it, at least. A few of those records can be kind of like time placed over the last few years, even prior to me calling myself coming back from off my hiatus. But in no slight to the homie on the hook, cuz that is a very talented artist outside of being the homie from the east side. And it was just, some of the records have 100% credit as far as acknowledging the participation, and that one didn't, not trying to slight Cuz, but just because at the moment of me uploading the tune core, couldn't quite think of Cuz' name, and then wham, never want to cause him to miss out on any credit that he got due coming, Cuz, but that's the homie Castle from 7th Street, Cuz Hard, he got that's the other nigga on the hook, on my mama, but you only be getting fronted to pay off the hairstyles wordplay. Okay. Who we got up in here? Chili up in here. Who Allen up in here? I see the homie shouting out Allen. And that's Blue Smurf. I don't know what Allen he shouting out, but it'd be real ironic if it's the one I'm assuming, because you know the situation we was trying to locate a situation to get down based on today. The first nigga I thought about, Allen, got something to do with his name, because it'd be even closer from the distance where you be coming from on Crippin'. But, on my mama, to a lot of people that'll be off the subject, I just figure out we might as well do this one time. The Google Gang EP is on all digital platforms. It's available on my mama. Matter of fact, cause I'm not really familiar with who YNF Lucci is, outside of the fact I know Cuz cracking. I know I've seen his name. I don't know anything that he's ever done as far as what will cause him to be successful. However, I can deduct that he's successful just from the fact that I am aware of his name. That is not a name that I would remember easily. I could only He could only be popping cause he got to be popping because I would only be able to call that name off that easily if he was, because it just, you know what I'm saying, it's just them letters. It's not a ring, a comment, nothing. It's just won't. Anyway, I don't know what it is with the rap game, bro. How did rap get, at the time when rap got as feminine as it possibly could get, it also has gotten as violent as it ever has been. That's crazy because in Boys in the Hood, Ice Cube said, well, Doughboy said, my bad. Doughboy said he read a book, and when he was in the pen, it said God couldn't have been no woman because if she was, it'd be all kind of wars and shit because women too emotional. And the more feminized hip-hop has gotten, the more violent it has gotten. That's deep. That ain't no philosophy I got already cooked up, worked out, cuz I'm just tripping on that right now, cuz like, they look at this shit right here, cuz like, how you get a whole bunch of everything that a nigga supposedly be wanting in life, and then I'm not even singling him out like he's the shame. It's the shame that is so many situations. It's, for one thing to be happen is one thing, but for so many, then you don't hear it in the R&B world. You don't hear about it in the country western world. You don't hear it in the pop world, the gospel world. It's like, what's up with us? It's like, it's really like hip hop is the new sack. It was the crack that caused a lot of violence to take place based on egos and money and jealousy and envy in the street, and he having more and he wanting more in the 80s and the 90s and all type of situations like that. The sack was the dope. Now the sack seem like it's the niggas that's on, but what is it about this high level of violence that cuz could find itself? It's in Atlanta, police are looking for 29-year-old Rayshawn Bennett, a.k.a. YF Lucci. They say he's wanted on multiple charges who was rolling a shooting death of a 20-year-old, 28-year-old, bam. I'm like, I don't know if that cut and turned herself in, if they done found him or any of that. It's just like, and there's some cold headlines to have after you done made other type of headlines. The type of shit that it's crazy, ironic how even with Casanova, when they do the story about him, the feds come with these extra charges. They started off with showing a picture and then let you know where he was at this picture in 2017. He was at a Rockefeller brunch in Los Angeles. Man, how do you go from having brunch with the Rockefeller camp in Los Angeles in 17 to eating that tray, cuz? That's careening and amazing. It blows my mind that being that deeply affiliated with Roc Nation and what they have to offer as far as finances in America and stability, that one will either be ignorant enough or one would still be in need enough to find themselves fucking with the type of things that would cause you to get caught up in a federal indictment. It's either one or two. One out of the two in this situation is chicken shit. Either Jigga chicken shit or Casanova, you chicken shit. Because either Jigga got you that closely affiliated with his brand, which is not likely, and he has you in a financial position where you are still in need of doing things that will put your family and your safety and your stability and your freedom at risk. That would make him chicken shit. Or on the second hand, he got you straight and you're causing not only this black eye and this bad look on the organization and the brand, and also taking these risks that causes this detriment, and there's no need to, and that'll make you chicken shit. But then I'm thinking you chicken shit more so. He chicken shit because Dez Perez, that's chicken shit, but you been so chicken shit. Blah, 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 blah. But what you think? So you see how the feds is like going to interviews and all that in order to put the case together against Cuz. I know this just jumped off the subject, but can you imagine all what he expressed on the Breakfast Club about his contraband activity now that he back behind the wall, how many people was thinking about what's up his asshole? Right? I was like, he like, yo, he trying to talk to niggas about all type of shit, and all they thinking about like, yo, say word you was holding all that up in there one time. They want to know what's black in blood. Nah, I'm just playing though. I'm gonna keep it a Google. No, but it's, you know what? It do make it feel like it's a good time for one of these though. Oh, I will play with y'all. I know I was finna mess up. Let me turn that off real quick. Bam. VJ Keyway in the black box. Oh my mama. Then that's finna play like I think we clean. Oh yep, I was finna. Almost, nope, there we go. I got it off. There we go. Let me give you that. Bam.
I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. The culture, California set the trend of who we are today, man, in the South. The Crips started 50 years ago. You fast forward to 2020, man, you got niggas dying and killing down here behind Grape Street, behind Hoover Street, and they ain't never been, and they ain't never going, and they ain't never seen it. But they'll kill you behind it. They die represented. They hurt their mamas for it. They abandon their children to represent. You see what I'm saying? So Confucius once said, he who controls images controls minds. Y'all gave us these images.
Them G's don't play out, la land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is la land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops. Your best come deep, cause you can lose your life in la land.
Royal blue Dodger hat match with the blue ring. Royal blue Chuck T's with big blue shoestrings. Not the hockey team, no, we the true kings. Infrared carbine, that's how we do things. Most of these niggas smoke la man. You can call this law scandalous a la land. The home of Tookie, OJ and O'Shea. Think it's for play out here, nigga, okay. The G is over all, y'all just like to hate. And we know dating's old, but we just like to skate. We stay flossing from Carson to Slauson. The grass is greener from here to Pasadena. It's Southern California, but it's still gon' rain. Big bullets get wet and I feel your pain. We love to set, that's all we got out here. It's so cold in these streets that it's hot out here.
Them G's don't play out, la land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is la land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops. Your best come deep, cause you can lose your life in la land.
It ain't a game out here, you find misery and pain out here. Homie, we hustling the summer sleet or rain out here. California, ride till we die for the skrill. We claim we do it for survival, but it's all for the thrill. Got to get it with it, spit it, hit it through your fitted, split it, bang on them, so they know that the hood did it, no mistaking. West side rider for real, it's like a demon that's inside us, that incite us to kill. Bang, bang, and lay our life down for the gang. I seen a nigga lose his life for trying to fight for his chain. It ain't a game, it's insane, the whole hood dysfunctional. Retaliation seems like the only time we punctual. That's real, cuz we drink and smoke drugs, but it's something about a gangster, cause bitches just love a thug. I think we got the downest hoes on the earth, the baddest bitches in the world, they come from right off the turf. La land.
Don't play out, la land is hot. Set up shop, sell them grams and clock. The new slang for Los Angeles is la land. Yeah. Now he say, she say, I'll get you shot. We just sell them things, evade the cops. Your best come deep, cause you can lose your life in la land.
Yeah. Oh my mama, I ain't really had no whole gang or nothing to talk about. I was just like, let me, you know what, some shit, let me holler at my good people. Let me see what they talking about. Yeah, the Who Gang EP, this talking about SPI, VJ Keyway, Bay Machiavelli, all them, that's me, no brain.
Gone, cut all that drama out. Take that back to your mama house. Shut your mouth, it's just what I'm talking about. Shut your mouth, it's just what I'm talking about. Gone, cut all that drama out. Take that back to your mama house. Shut your mouth, it's just what I'm talking about. texting her either. Experience has always been an excellent teacher. I admit, I admire the elegant features. Equally flattered by the fact she let a felon intrigue her. It felt like love, I fell in it eager. But after telling them lies, I could never believe her. At one point, really thought we was forever. Just like everybody else that used to see us together. But whatever, let it burn. Live and you learn. Your biggest concern has always been what you can get in return. Stay stuck on stupid, overstating your status. Reality TV stars motivating the madness. Just gone. Cut all that drama out. Take that back to your mama house. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Gone. Cut all that drama out. Take that back to your mama house. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Yeah, I heard the phone ring and I could've responded just like that was your ring and you shouldn't have pondered. I'm humble, but uncomfortable with this verbal confrontation. Heard what you had to say, it deserves some constellation. To pinpoint the problem, it's a combination of your negative attitude and conversation. Playing detective, hacking my passwords, immature. Always make sure you had a last word. Bringing up your ex, trying to compare us, apparently unaware, but don't care. I find it embarrassing. Face to face, flesh to flesh. Feel no affection or reflection. I can tell we killed the connection. So just gone. Cut all that drama out. Take that back to your mama house. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Gone. Cut all that drama out. Take that back to your mama house. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. That ain't cute. Always trying to hit every blunt. Barely wanna get your nails done every month. Look how insubordinate, ignorant, and hard you in. Was you venting or trying to kill me in the argument? Go on, snap the screenshots. Who you gon' show though? Me and your folks don't even talk no more. You the type to convince me I'm literally the best you ever had, and turn around and try to belittle me with that same old sarcastic smart opinion when I'm speaking from the heart like you hard of hearing. Squash nothing to chunk up a deuce to you and get back to bust the bitches like I used to do. So just gone. Cut all that drama out. Take that back to your mama house. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Gone. Cut all that drama out. Take that back to your mama house. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about. Shut your mouth, that's just what I'm talking about.
It's a cold thing when motherfuckers that get on the phone and like, based on your relationship with another motherfucker, like, oh yeah, my people's woo wop wop, and then like, you'll go ahead and like, whoa, shoot something right monetarily, right, for a service to be provided in the very near future, and then because it's 2020, going into 2021. And you like, cuz, I know I'm going through cuz, and you know I'm going through cuz, and it's like, ain't no in the world I'm finna just allow nothing. Like, so I'm finna, and you I know everything green, right? And just realize, motherfuckers still playing game in 2021. That's crazy, girl. Like, they just gonna take something. Like, yeah, now, finally, I'm gonna let somebody, like, oh, God, it's like, I don't know what they, like, how they assume you finna. It's like I done gave that to my, man, like I don't know if did a motherfucker block your number? After they came with the sad story, right? They'll block your number, so for a minute, you'll assume that the sad story and the no answer, the no ring of the phone, you know, they just decide, okay, it must be real. It's that bad. But then it's like, you forget what year it is. It's just easy to just be like, damn. So I'm like, okay, this the number of the motherfucker. Whoa, call from this number. Damn. Go straight to voicemail. Everything. You call from this and it just ring. It's like, yeah, okay. All right. Like, what more? Ain't no, I be through. Like, the word of the day, rapport. You fucked off or good rapport. We had a good rapport, not no more. I'm up out of here. I'll be back for sure.
My mom always says that I have an old soul, whatever that means. She says that while other kids worry about toys, I worry about helping those in need. I guess that's true, but I still love toys too. I think what makes me different from other kids is that I'm Riley and they're not. The end.
It's Neighborhood Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that. Yeah, Neighborhood Nip Hustle. Giving a shout out right now to SPI in the streets, my nigga Spotter Low, y'all already know what it is. Sloss and everything. Oh yeah, and don't forget to check my website out too. NipseyHustle.com.
Streets.net. Shout out my nigga SPI. Gotta get back in and do it again.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, what we trying to solve involved?